of the NFL on EA Sports. Lurching. Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Steelers. Now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a guy who beat these Patriots in Super Bowl 52, and we remember that like it was just yesterday. It's Nick Foles. Now Foles. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Pats, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form and pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And a look here at their go-to guy under center. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Drop to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there for the Patriots.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! Hunter Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Foles. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And here's Joseph Charlton now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Patriots take over. Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Six yards left on second down. They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll set up to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Foles' throw complete to Freiermuth. And they're able to get this. One across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. From the 39, Foles. That is caught by Cohen. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Now an end around here as Foles is just going to tap this forward. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. It's his 11th touchdown on the ground, number 14 overall. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll start the drive with Harris. Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Lutz will look at. The extra point. Lutz with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he times in the first quarter. Finished with over 300 yards on the night. Later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Ebron with it over the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the pitch and catch good for 11, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Damian Harris of the Patriot offense ready to take over again. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that.
It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jonnu Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots are able to add on to their first half lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
They're going to run it with Harris. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Cole's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw again on second down. Foles. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. There he is the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Patriots.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll look to throw here. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Forced out, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris, and he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. This taken in at the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They hand this off to Harris. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Back to throw.
And that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
What's up, man?
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Pats take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On play action, they'll throw.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Foles. His throw incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines.
Well, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Then he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Foles. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Joe Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
And that's just another in a long line of passing touchdowns for him today. To say that he's been on fire would definitely be an understatement.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Trying to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there is really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. Short little throw to Ebron. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Short little throw to Ebron. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ronnie Harrison that time able to make the tackle. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He's got the hook up to McLeod, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the game there, second down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll look to throw again. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 30 on second down, Foles. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Foles throw complete there to McLeod.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it.
The 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll try and run with Harris. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Replay drive. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
A chance for us to get a glance at this Patriots defense. They did their job coming into the hostile environment, doing what needed to be done to get the W.
And that has to feel great because all during the week, That's one of the goals that they talked about. Going on the road, making that stadium their own, establishing themselves in the game. Give them credit. They got all those things done.
Yeah, both sides of the football did their job in this one. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He spots his tight end Keen over the middle.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the struggles intensify as they